This right here is the only video you need to watch on low libido. Right now, I'm 25. I've suffered from this. From about 17 to my early 20s, this was an issue, right? And I went to doctors and I wanted some kind of like magical solution. Like I wanted some kind of blood work to be done or them to be like, oh, you have this impairment with your body, take this medication. I never got a clear solution like that. And I soon realized that I needed to resolve the issue on my own. And what I did was I created a log of what I ate, how I exercised, when I went to sleep, and how I felt energy-wise and how my sex drive was. And so it took me a while to figure it out. And I scoured the internet, probably like how you're doing right now. And what I came to realize is that not being able to get hard is one of two things. It could be a hormonal thing or it could be a cardiovascular thing. And so the primary focus of this video is going to be on the hormonal part, on the sex drive part. I'll address some of the cardiovascular in this video. But to begin, I want to talk about herbal supplements and vitamins. You've probably heard a lot of fad science about ashwagandha, Tongat Ali. Ashwagandha did have an effect on my libido. It did improve sex drive. Now, the reason I stopped taking this was because I didn't want to deal with the side effects. There was a lot of muscle spasms that I had, and it was really uncomfortable with ashwagandha. Tongat Ali, very noticeable difference in testosterone and sex drive, right? But the issue with this one was the side effects as well, okay? There was a lot of like anger that came up, and it was challenging to sleep at night. And so I don't think either of these two supplements or any other kind of herbal supplements are going to be an easy fix to testosterone, to your libido, to sex drive. A lot of what you need and what I discovered in my own exploration and learning is that it's going to be a lifestyle shift. But more herbal supplements that could help. Ginger tea. Ginger is something that is great for digestion, your gut, and it helps with the production of testosterone. There's a noticeable difference drinking ginger tea, and there's not many side effects with this. Another thing that's great, and my secret weapon that you probably don't hear enough about, is a probiotic, L-Reuteri. Go ahead and look that shit up. L-Reuteri. This is going to change your life. Research it. There have been studies that have shown that taking this probiotic supplement literally increases the size of your balls. It's going to up your T, and again, this is a noticeable difference. Incorporate this in your diet. I like taking it in the morning when I get my largest meal of the day. And so taking it 30 minutes before breakfast is excellent. You need this. This is going to help you. There are no bad side effects. All the effects from this probiotic are what you want. Magnesium. So this supplement, if you are a coffee drinker, taking magnesium before bed is going to greatly increase your testosterone production. It's going to help you sleep at night, and it's going to be good for your digestion and your circulation. If you drink coffee, definitely incorporate magnesium, because when you drink coffee, your body is deprived of magnesium. Your body has a hard time absorbing it when you drink coffee. So go ahead and incorporate that if coffee is already in your diet. Cinnamon. Cinnamon is absolutely necessary as well. It is going to enhance your testosterone production, and more importantly, it is part of the building block for testosterone, cholesterol. And so go ahead and take cinnamon, because cinnamon is going to increase your levels of good cholesterol. Go ahead and research that if you don't know about good and bad cholesterol, because there are two, and one is definitely necessary in your diet. Cholesterol and saturated fat. Now, I'm going to move on to foods here. With foods, having a diet rich in saturated fat and cholesterol is absolutely necessary. And the reason I wanted to clarify this is because on the internet, if you look up stuff about not being able to get hard, about low libido, a lot of the time it is going to say cholesterol is bad for your heart. It is going to say the reason you can't get it up is because of your heart health. But where it gets this wrong is that you need cholesterol for healthy hormone production. And so go ahead and take this stuff, saturated fat and cholesterol. A diet with these is absolutely necessary in increasing your testosterone. So foods like eggs, salmon, even red meat. Salmon is going to be excellent for your energy levels. It's going to be great for your brain health, those omega-3s. But more importantly, it's good for circulation and testosterone production, okay? Salmon is so big. If you have low libido, you got to take salmon. You got to eat it frequently. It is so good for you. Vegetables and fruits. There is one vegetable that is absolutely going to just help you so much in this journey, and that's broccoli. Just eat some of that. Eating that at the end of the day and that having that fiber is going to help move stuff along. And so broccoli is great for circulation. Now, these foods are less on the hormonal side and more for the circulation. For circulation, you're going to want to eat watermelon, pomegranate. And what I've come to realize is that powdered beet supplements, very red, like powder. If you incorporate beets into your diet, watermelon, pomegranate, beets, all these things are going to greatly increase your circulation, and it's going to make it a lot easier to get hard when your blood is flowing properly. So if I could sum up diet into one thing, you need a balanced diet. That's obvious. You've probably heard this just in general health, but a balanced diet in alkaline foods and in acidic foods, okay? If you don't know about this concept, alkaline foods and acidic foods, go ahead and do your research. It's really important. What I like to do is I like to eat calorie-rich, acidic foods earlier in the day. I'm trying to get more calories in the beginning because I'm going to be burning those calories throughout the day. And I like to have alkaline foods towards the end of the day. Salads, vegetables, stuff like that. Fiber-rich, nutrient-dense foods at the end of the day to keep stuff moving, to keep you healthy. All right? Research that. Alkaline foods, acidic foods. Next, intermittent fasting. Now, this is absolutely crucial, okay? If you are eating and passing out, that's going to kill your testosterone, okay? Because if you're eating right before bed, a lot of your energy is going to go to digesting the food. It's not going to go to muscle repair, okay? So intermittent fasting, eat in a 6 or 8 hour window, eat 1 to 2 meals, larger meals a day. This is something you got to navigate on your own because everybody's different, okay? But intermittent fasting is absolutely necessary because when you're on a full stomach, when you've had a large meal, it's going to be challenging to get a boner because that blood isn't going to your dick, it's getting used for digestion, okay? So intermittent fasting, very important. Do your research, practice that. Now, foods to avoid. Processed sugar, get that out of your diet, dude. You don't need that. Any kind of sugar you are eating should be coming from fruit, okay? Processed sugar, boo, so bad. We don't like that. The number one thing that is going to kill your testosterone, though, the number one thing that I have found is sugary caffeinated beverages. If you're drinking a big-ass Monster every day, if you're getting a frappe, latte, sweetened up mochaccino from Starbucks or whatever the fuck, it's going to be tough to get hard, bro. And that's because sugar is going to increase estrogen production, decrease testosterone production. But the caffeine, okay, caffeine in moderation isn't going to greatly affect your testosterone. But if you're drinking amounts of caffeine that get your heart rate up, pounding really hard, that get your cortisol levels up, all that stress is not creating a good chemical body to produce testosterone, okay? You can't produce testosterone under significant amounts of stress, okay? And so caffeine in moderation, but energy drinks with a lot of sugar, get rid of that. That's gonna kill your testosterone, okay? And this caffeine thing is important too, because sleep is absolutely necessary for testosterone production, okay? If you are not getting enough sleep, you're not gonna be getting good levels of testosterone, my man. At least 6 hours a night, at least. Exercise. So with exercise, we have two sides of the coin here. We have the circulation piece of not being able to get hard, okay? Long distance cardio, stuff that gets your heart rate up over an extended period of time, that is so great for your overall health, your heart and your mind. It isn't necessarily the best for testosterone production in comparison to lifting weights. If you aren't already lifting weights and you want higher levels of testosterone, this is one of the best ways to increase it, because weight resistant training, lifting heavy stuff, working large muscle groups like doing deadlifts and squats, doing this is going to increase your testosterone in the moment, right? Doing that exercise, having more muscle is going to be better for your testosterone. But a really important piece of this is weight resistant training is going to improve your sleep, okay? I can't say the same for distance running or long cardio. In my experience, that kind of stuff increases BDNF. If you don't know what that is, go ahead and look it up. It is great for your mental. It is how you grow new brain cells, okay? Distance running is great for that. It's great for your heart and mind, but it is not necessarily the best for testosterone production, because sometimes it could make it a little more challenging to sleep, okay? If you're trying to up the testosterone, up the sex drive, weight resistance training, absolutely necessary. All right, and please do not work out on an empty stomach. That is only going to mess you up more hormonally. If you have a sufficient meal in your gut and you go to the gym and you have a good pump for at least 45 minutes, that's gonna be great for your testosterone. Doing that same thing, working out on an empty stomach, it's going to be terrible for your testosterone, because it is going to be more stress for your body to go under, and for the longevity of your body, it is not going to be good. Sleep hygiene. Like I said before, sleep is absolutely necessary for testosterone production. So what I do is I make it a point, okay? When I had those issues when I was younger and my libido was low and I didn't know what to do, dude, I did not care about my sleep hygiene. I did not put enough care into taking good care of my body and my mind, all right? And so what I learned is I had to shift my lifestyle, okay? I couldn't be on my phone. I couldn't be on my laptop having that blue light just directly burning up all the melatonin that's going to be adequate for me falling asleep, okay? So having a good nighttime routine, sleep hygiene, that's good for your health, okay? It's gonna make it easier to fall asleep if you take a break from screens, if you're not doing physical activity an hour before bed, and you have some kind of nightly ritual like meditating or reading a book that helps you wind down, okay, and get ready to go to sleep. Sleeping in, hitting the snooze is gonna kill your testosterone. It's been shown in studies that a lot of the time with depression comes from poor circadian rhythms and not good sleep cycles. And so being up all night and sleeping all day, it could get really depressing, okay? Depression's not good for your T, okay? What's good for your T is challenging yourself and being in roles in which you're acting on your purpose, okay? The most testosterone I've felt in my whole life was when I was in a leadership role. When I got promoted to a management position, that was the most testosterone I've ever felt, okay? So there are environmental factors to increasing your testosterone, okay? It isn't just necessarily giving your body different exercise, different foods, stuff like that. Like, it's taking care of your manhood, who you are as a man. And the last and most important thing that I need to mention here, this is the pinnacle, and it's totally an internet fad. I'm sure you guys have seen a lot about NoFap, semen retention, all this stuff, but if you are masturbating too much, if you're masturbating once a day, more than once a day, it's pretty clear you're not going to have sex drive, right? Because you're wasting that nut, that energy on these things, okay? Retaining that is going to greatly increase your testosterone. There are plenty of studies about that. Plain and simple, dude, choking the chicken to the point it cannot breathe is going to make your little worm unhappy. So a lot of this is a lifestyle shift, okay? Going on your social media, unfollowing all those pages that have promiscuous women with ass and titties out. Get that temptation, get that shit out of here, dude. You don't need that. All that's doing is taking away from your energy, from your manhood, all right? And so if you struggle with masturbation, if you struggle with changing these habits in your life, if this is all information you've already heard, a lot of what could be going on and why you have low libido is because of an internal issue, okay? And so maybe your needs aren't getting met. Maybe this is your perception of yourself, your perception of the outside world around you. And I'm here to help. I'm here to help. I could offer coaching for you to overcome these roadblocks, overcome these challenges, and further reach your goals. Because life, not being horny, sucks, okay? But at the end of the day, you're taking care of you, all right? And so if you're masturbating or eating excessive amounts of sugar, not exercising, it could be an unhealthy method of coping. And so I'm gonna drop my email. I really hope this video helped you guys. Thank you for watching.